What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey 672 coming to you guys with there right now. So I want to go over Nick Sirianni, his one-on-one press conference with Dave Spadaro from yesterday. I was able to, I forgot to even upload anything. I was going to watch it. He talked about all the coaches that he hires specifically. I'm going to go over some of that. And what I have to say about Nick Sirianni, the more I hear from him, the more I am impressed. He's keeping all these coaches accountable, but not just the coaches, but the players, which I do like. And it's all about, he doesn't want a coach that's just going to come in and say, oh, we're just going to make sure they get better every day. Like, he wants to know how they're going to get better every single day. Fundamentals, keeping them accountable. Making sure that it's not just coaching. It's more than coaching. It's really micromanaging, what these players do in all positions. Which, the more I hear from Nick, the better, the more comfortable I'm getting with this offense and defense of this coaching staff and what these guys are going to put out this year in 2021, whether it is a successful season or it's a bad season. But we'll see. I mean, we might be surprised. We might not. You never know. But pretty excited about it. So Nick Sirianni talks about Shane Steichen, the offensive coordinator for the Chargers, and I think the one thing he said, he wants to make he wants to make everything easy for the quarterback. I think that's what's really important. Look what he did with Justin Herbert last year, just to turn him around. What he's done, I think there's some good things to take out of Shane Steichen. Obviously, it's a collaborative effort. Nick Sirianni will be calling the plays, so I do like what I'm seeing, that every coach. Between the quarterback coach and Nick Sirianni and now Shane Steichen has done some really good things with quarterbacks. So whoever's our quarterback this year, hopefully it is Jalen Hurts. We'll see some success out of that. Now, Michael Clay is our special teams coach, and talked about Michael Clay saying how prepared he is. He's been waiting for this moment, and hopefully, I think we'll see a better product on the field than we had seen with Dave Phipp. Our special teams haven't been good since 2014, so there's a lot of good things to take from that. Obviously, the quarterback coach, Brian Johnson, the connection between him and Jalen Hurts' dad. He brings an element of college to the game in the NFL. His passion, excitement. I mean, he's got everything you want. And teaches like he says, fundamentals. Teaches the good fundamentals and does some good things there. Or Brian Johnson, but I think he's a very exciting coach to see what he does with these other guys with this quarterback room. So it should be pretty exciting. Now, Jason Michael, the tight ends coach. Now, this one's interesting because with all the tight ends that we do have, and even Nick Sirianni said that, I'm not going to hide it. We're going to use tight ends in our offense, which is a good thing to hear. So with Jason Michael, he's coached guys like Antonio Gates, Delaney Walker, Eric Ebron, has done a fantastic job in developing tight ends. I mean, and that's a really good sign. And seeing those players that he's actually coached and how well he's coached these guys is fantastic with Jason Michael. So you're getting a really good resume with Jason Michael and what he's done with tight ends. I'm actually really excited for this tight end room. Maybe you can go get Kyle Pitts with the number 6 overall pick and be done with it. And now you'd have a guy that, could play wide receiver and play tight end and, be a lot of mismatches on the field. So that's just an example. But for who he's coached and what he's done in the league, I mean, I think our tight ends coach, we hit spot on with that signing. I think it's amazing. Now, Jamal Singleton is the running backs coach / assistant head coach. Okay, now he's very detailed on what he wants to do. He always has good schemes. And Nick Sirianni says, quote unquote, that, Singleton has very good special leadership quality. Okay, obviously Deuce Staley went to the Lions as the assistant head coach, running back coach, dearly missed, and good luck with him with everything. Jamal Singleton is just another guy that's been a running back coach, is being an assistant coach, and obviously Nick has a lot of trust in him, and I guess this was a guy that he really wanted badly. But I could definitely see some videos I've seen from Jamal Singleton that he's very passionate. He coaches these running backs really hard, so I'm seeing some really good things there with him. Now, Kevin Patullo, the passing game coordinator, okay, done a fantastic job with the passing game. I think Patullo became the passing game coordinator, I think, in 2020 with the Colts, and Nick has praised this guy for a while. with the quarterbacks that are in these offenses, especially with the Colts, and you had guys like Rivers, you had Brissett, you had Andrew Luck, kind of turn their careers around. But obviously, this guy has come in for Nick Sirianni to elevate this pass game and to use these, wide receivers, tight ends, everything to their strengths. Obviously, matchups, which is fantastic, really fantastic. And Patullo was a wideout coach and a quarterback coach too. So we're getting a passing game coordinator that has coached wide receivers and has coached quarterbacks. So he knows the fundamentals on how to, put a game plan in with these guys at both positions, which is fantastic. So that's something I definitely learned today. I didn't even know that he was, he did anything. I forgot I may have mentioned it when we hired him, but I totally forgot that he was a quarterback coach, and a wide receiver coach as well. So to have a passing game coordinator that, the Colts, did pretty well in their passing game with the weapons they had. So, can't say anything, bad about that. Now, obviously you mentioned Jeff Stoutland. Jeff Stoutland's the best offensive line coach in the league. We don't have to say much more about that. Aaron Moorhead, done a fantastic job with the receivers. I think he was one of the bright spots to our coaching staff last year. I think he really was, and got more out of these receivers than we ever had the past few years. So I think that's a really good thing. Now, Tracy Rocker, the defensive line coach, obviously he's going to get the best out of his guys. That's what Nick said. Tracy Rocker's going to get the best out of his defensive line, the best out of his players. He's very passionate. He's on top of everybody. He's one of those on top of you coaches. Like, he keeps you on your toes. So that's a really good thing. Nick Rollins, the linebacker coach, has talked about just, how he eats, breathes, and sleeps football, and very passionate about the game. And, he's a guy that worked under Mike Zimmer, has done some things there. And, there's some good things to take away from that. And obviously, Denard Wilson at defensive back coach, he micromanages all these defensive backs, and he's on top of everybody. Obviously, Jonathan Gannon did like this signing as well, which is really good. So, Jonathan Gannon is shaping this defense slowly but surely, and hopefully this turns into a very good defense in the future. And then when it goes to Jonathan Gannon as the defensive coordinator, he talked about him in the beginning, but I kind of went over it already. Jonathan Gannon has been around guys like Mike Zimmer, has been around guys and done some good things the past few years for the Colts. Obviously, he was a DB coach, but the one thing I did like about him coming here is that he really developed cornerbacks very, very well, and turned Xavier Rhodes' career around. When he signed the 1-year deal with the Colts, he's done a really good job. So I think down the line we'll see some good things, and this whole coaching staff that Nick Sirianni has, really the positive thing about this offseason so far, honestly, I have really liked these coaching hires. I didn't dislike one of these guys. Maybe one will slip up during the season. Maybe one won't do as well. I mean, you never really know, but I like this coaching staff. I've been a fan of this coaching staff. And the thing is, you took a lot of coaches from the Colts. You really did. You took their passing game coordinator. You took their cornerback coach, turned into a defensive coordinator. You've done some really good things here, and you took away, Frank Reich's right-hand man in Nick Sirianni. So good things there. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So very excited for this coaching staff. I can't wait till they get these guys to work once we get our roster straightened out, and then some really good things to take out of it. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about the coaching staff and obviously this video. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not. Should be doing a stream on the backup channel soon, probably in a day or two, maybe tonight. I don't know. I'll have a post up if it does happen. And I'll see you guys later. Shakes go up, file slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.